If you've never tasted authentic Nigerian suya made with homemade Yaji spice, you're missing out on real West African fire. Let's bring the streets of Lagos straight to your kitchen. Yes, welcome back to Naked Fusion. Today we're making authentic Nigerian suya with Yaji spice made completely from the scratch. It is juicy, smoky, and full of bold flavors. This street food classic will change the way you see making of barbecue forever. You would find out that it's not so difficult to achieve that in your house. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a taste of Africa's finest flavors. Let's get cooking. First, we'll be making our Yaji spice, and we'll be using some dried ginger and garlic, and we'll be adding uda. We're adding uda. Uda is also known as grain of Salem or black pepper, like African black pepper. I'll be adding some ehuru seeds that have been toasted and removed from its shell. I'll be adding some cloves to the blender, and then I'll be adding kuli. For this recipe, it will be better to get the flatter ones, or if you can make yours from the scratch, it's fine. But if you're buying, because I bought this one, it's better to get the flatter ones because it's easier to chop up or break and blend. So I made a mistake putting the whole kuli in there like that. I will have to take it out at some point and chop it off, which I have done like this, so that it blends easier. If you'd want the full recipe, please drop a comment in the comment section, and I would give you the full recipe for this Yaji spice. I happened to buy store-bought Yaji spice, and I decided to also make mine. And I have a colleague that is Hausa, and I asked her to taste which one, not knowing which one was store-bought and which wasn't store-bought. And she tasted and she was like, oh, this one is sweeter, and that happened to be this one I'm making. So yes, to that I've added my ginger powder and garlic powder, as well as some seasoning cube. Add seasoning cube to your taste. Now this is very spicy because I've also added some blended pepper, dried pepper. I've added it. I bought in the market dried pepper. I did not buy and blend. I bought dried pepper. So to that we're going to be pouring in our other mixture, the mixture of kuli, uda, clove, ehuru, and our dried garlic and ginger. I still added extra garlic and ginger powder. Yes. So once you've done that, you're going to mix this up properly till they are well incorporated. So I'm tasting to check if it was balanced in salt and in spiciness. So I added more to it to balance it up. After that, I'm going to mix up again, and then this can be stored in an airtight container and kept on your counter, or you can keep that in the fridge. But mine out on the counter is doing just fine. So next thing we're going to do is to take our meat. I have gotten this meat as a gift from somebody, and I thought, oh, what should I use it for? So what I'm doing is I'm just going to try to get like thin slabs from this meat, and then I'm going to trim off the difficult parts to chew, and then we're going to use that for stock or something and discard it. So I'm just going to trim off the part that we don't need, and then try to get really flat cuts from this meat. After we've tried flattening the meat as much as we can, we're going to put it in a bowl, and then we're going to be adding some baking soda to it, and we're going to mix this up. This is just to tenderize the meat and keep it moist when we are grilling our meat. After incorporating the baking soda, we're going to cover that up and allow that to sit for 15 minutes in the fridge. After 15 minutes, we're going to rinse that out, and then we're going to still try to flatten out this meat on this counter. So I'm going to spread cling film on the table, and I'm going to spread the meat on top of it. Then I'm also going to use a cling film to cover the top, and I'm going to beat this up. You can use a rolling pin for this beating action, or something hard, but not a glass bottle though, so it doesn't break. So I'm using something that looks like an hammer. I forgot what it's actually called. Oh, you see what it looks like. So that's the tool I'm using. I'm just going to beat that out. Once our meat has been flattened out enough, we're going to put that in a bowl, and then we're going to season it up. First, I'm going to add some vegetable oil and then a pinch of salt. Note, if your Yaji spice is already heavily salty, skip the salt part and put just little of it, because the more the meat dries out, the more concentrated our seasoning will be. So I've added the Yaji seasoning that we made, spice, and then I'm going to just rub that in, and I'm going to allow that to sit and marinate. Into that, I'm adding some onions, and that's just for more flavor. You can skip this part, it's not necessary. So I'm preheating my grill, and you can see I've stacked up enough racks so that the meat is not in direct contact with the grill, because we want to slow grill this, so we shouldn't use direct contact. This is an electric grill, but you can use your normal charcoal or your oven grill, whichever one you want, but just wanted to use this. And so I'm just going to spread my meat on the grill, and we are going to allow that to cook. So just like the normal suya, when you see me suya making it, you add some oil, which I am doing, and this just, by this time the room was smelling already of like suya making. It was smelling of suya. So yeah, you add some oil, and then you allow one side to grill properly before you flip to the other side. I've just added the onions that were left over in the marinade bowl. It's not important. If you want to, fine. So I'm flipping to the other end. This is how I'm going to continue to flip till it has evenly browned up. If you want the full recipe, do not hesitate to drop a comment in the comment section, and I will send it to you. Yeah, our meat is coming nicely. Well, this just shows that you can make your own suya in your house as long as you have an oven or you have a charcoal and a rack, something to put on it. So I'm just going to chop up my suya nicely, and then I'm going to garnish with some vegetables, and then I'm going to add more yaji spice. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have watched to this point, thank you for watching. I hope you did learn something. If you have any questions, you can still drop that in the comment section. So that's it about our suya making recipe. If you are new to this channel, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Until next time, keep exploring. Bye.